Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone doing today? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, governor. Ah, beautiful Tuesday. Beautiful Tuesday. It is actually like insanely foggy out right now. It is like insanely foggy out right now. Okay. What is everyone up to? Long for engagement. Long for engagement, everyone. Long for engagement. Are we good? I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. How's everyone doing? It's not Tuesday. Is it Fat Tuesday? Is it Chubby Tuesday? And go get some punchkis. Get some. Oop, nope, you don't go in there. You go over here. Hello from Junior. Guten Abend. Guten Abend, mein Frau Freud. I don't know. Fraulein's one female. I don't know what the male equivalent of that is. Hello. Finally catching a live. Woo! So what are we doing today? Today we're just gonna have a fun little chill stream. Only got 2 hours because I was doing stuff all morning, and then I got to run out pretty on the clock at 2. So what we're doing today, this is done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move this over here, we're gonna move this over there, we're gonna move that over there, and then the stuff over there, the pile is just gonna grow. But it's out of camera, so you're not gonna see, so it doesn't matter. We have another build series getting started. Probably won't actually start the build series till next week, but today is the prep day. Because we have to make some room and get some stuff ready before we can start building. We have to print all the parts, so we're going to get all the parts printed. This is going to move over here so that we can get a print going on this. I did try printing. I don't know where I put it. Essentially, I wasn't able to babysit it as much as I wanted to, and the print was kind of going okay until it didn't. So I kind of really want to be able to watch this while it's printing. So we'll get a print going on this pretty quick, let it do its thing. And then we'll start printing stuff for the Micron. I think we figured out the colors. We're gonna go with like crazy hot pink because I want crazy hot pink in this thing because I love this pink from LDO that they sent me. So we're gonna use this as the main color on the printer that we're gonna build, the Micron. Look how bright this pink is. This is such a bright pink, I love it. So we're gonna use that as the main color for the Micron. But first thing first, we actually have to move some stuff around to make some room. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna move some stuff around. We're gonna get the printer ready to print. We'll print some stuff while that printer's printingly. And yeah, should be a pretty easy, nice, relax, max relax, chill stream today. Out of camera, out of existence. Exactly. If you don't see the problem, it's not a problem, right? Although a lot of this stuff is for the stealth changer, which hopefully if all goes well, we'll be moving back to the stealth changer on Friday. We'll continue on with the stealth changer Friday. So just making room right now. So how's everyone doing? Hopefully, apparently everyone's been sick. Like people on my Discord are saying they're sick. I've been sick the past week. My wife is sick right now. So if you're wondering how Valentine's Day and for my fellow Ontarians, Family Day yesterday went, me taking care of a house full of sick people. How am I feeling? I'm feeling okay. I've had no luck. 2 weeks ago, I had like a sore throat, like strep throat. Finally get over that, get the flu. And then over the weekend, I had like a gastro bug. It's just been like, everyone has been sick. I don't know what's going on. It's just, everyone has been sick and everyone has been like, it's just been bleh. Like it has been like, the last week and a half of my life have been nothing but a write-off. Like just a write-off, just a straight up write-off. Nothing got done. Screen needs a refresh, does it? Overlay. Refresh cache. There we go. Sound like you're coming around now. Yeah, I'm still having that random hack up of like phlegm. I'm sick about that. Dude, I watched the... Okay, what the hell? Okay, I'm sorry. As somebody who grew up with Star Wars, we're going on a tangent. While I go on this tangent, hey, do you like winning free filament? Everyone likes winning free filament. Every stream, we give away a spool of Polymaker printer chow. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Go enter now. And yeah, go check that out because we'll do the draw at the end of stream. So I grew up with Star Wars. I remember when I was a wee lad, my dad, this week, son, we are going to watch the Star Wars. And like every other night during the week, we went to Blockbuster and we rented a VHS of Star Wars. So it was Star Wars, then The Empire Strikes Back, then Return of the Jedi. And we watched those at home on VHS. And then this is like early 90s, right? This is like one of my formative memories. Like I remember this. It's like one of the earliest memories I have that I remember is my dad renting Star Wars. The other one is like watching Home Alone on TV with Pizza Hut pizza. But anyways, so anyways, short story long, that was like huge. And then I remember, you know, they made the special editions and we went and saw them in theaters and it was this huge thing. So Star Wars has always been like a big part of my like formative psyche, okay? I love the Star Wars world. I love the Star Wars games, Rogue Squadron, you know, KOTOR. I love the Star Wars universe. I do not like Disney Star Wars. There has been like 3 things out of Disney Star Wars that I've liked. The first season of The Mandalorian was just enough camp that it was still funny, but it was still good. The problem is it's become Marvel-fied, where they just lean into it. And I'm sorry, Dave Filoni, I don't think what you're doing is good. I think Dave Filoni, you're pushing it in a direction that's getting a lot of people not happy. So I saw the trailer for the new Mandalorian movie, Mandalorian and Grogu, and I'm just like, I don't want this. I don't want this at all. Bring me back my Mandalorian bounty hunter, not, you know, Kitty Adventures was haha slapstick. I don't know. The animated shows were fine. Like, I like the Clone Wars shows. Like, the stuff that I remember watching of the Clone Wars show, because I watched it when it was on, like, Toonami back in the day. So, like, I'm not against fun. The problem is, it's like, how can Andor, that deals with, like, is a mature show that deals with mature themes in the Star Wars universe, how can Andor, with all the effed up shit and like implications of Andor, right? Subterfuge, assassination, very adult themes at times. How does that exist in the exact same universe as Baby Yoda doing a flip in front of Jack Black? Like, the dichotomy of it's breaking the Star Wars universe. The dichotomy between super serial, holy shit, like an entire planet of people just got instantly vaporized by a death laser. Baby Yoda. How do these two things function in the same universe? How does Din Djarin, or whatever his name is, like, straight up like shooting a friend in the face because he's afraid he'll leak the information? How does that happen in the same time span as like Jack Black and whatever that other character? Mind you, a lot of the crap was Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, and guess what? Andor was Kathleen Kennedy too. So it's not just Kathleen Kennedy. Like, Andor is because of Kathleen Kennedy. She approved that show. She was the one that made that show happen. So it's kind of like, what's going on here? So, yeah, no, don't blame the Disney lady. Don't blame Kathleen Kennedy, because everything, like, that's like blaming, you know, George Lucas. George Lucas, great director. Can't write worth a damn. Okay, so this is gonna go over there. So I'm gonna unplug you. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna go onto this shelf, and then this is gonna go onto this shelf. We'll get this printing, and then when that's printing, we'll get the other stuff. Convenient scapegoat. Yeah, like, people think like, oh, this one person's in charge, ergo everything. You guys know everything's like committee and design group, and like there's an entire chain of everything. It's not like, you know, just because Kathleen Kennedy was in charge during the bad stuff doesn't mean she's responsible for everything, because she was also in charge during the good stuff. Filoni didn't, no, because Filoni likes the prequels, that prequel type of Star Wars, where it's like, haha. Remember, at the end of the day, Star Wars is a show made for kids. It's a kid's show. The problem is you can't have it, you can't, it's the dichotomy. It's the switch up between kids show, haha, funny, haha, Jabba the Hutt, haha, Baby Yoda, massacre of civilians during like a riot, and, you know, subterfuge, and the Empire basically purposely starting this thing so that they can, you know, basically commit genocide, and they bring up genocide in this hugely dark adult thing that exists in the same universe as Baby Yoda. The problem is they don't know which hat to wear. And that's what's killing Star Wars, in my opinion. It's not that it's campy. It's that you're having the camp in the same universe as the serious. And I don't think it's a good blend. Try not to drop the printer. Try not to drop the printer. Try not to drop the printer. There we go. Oh my God. There we go. Okay, you go there. Okay. Now, do I try and pick up this printer in one piece and put it here? Or do I take the top hat, or do I take the VV? You know what? I'll take the filament out. No, I'll leave the filament in. I don't want to. I'm lazy. I don't want to have to reload the filament. Finished watching Andor. Watched the first season and got bored. It's Andor is probably the best Star Wars media that come out in the past like 20 years. What is the meaning of campy? Campy is like slapstick. I don't know. Andor is a slow burn. Yeah. Oh, this is heavy. Okay, maybe I should take the VVD off. Yeah, let's take the VVD off this before I move it, so I don't. How heavy is this? I mean, to be fair, I just gotta pick up, pivot, put down. Okay. Put bets in chat if I'm going to drop the entire printer. Let's put some bets in chat. How am I going to... Woo! Okay. There we go. Okay. There. Woo! Look how much smaller it is now. Okay. Hey, I didn't break anything. Huzzah. That was a little bit of a polymarket, F polymarket. That is going to be the downfall. The amount of kids getting sucked into gambling. Don't gamble. Don't use ChatGPT. Polymaker is plummeting right now. Is it? Good. Good. Freaking. Let's tie gambling into everything. Let's have everything be gambling. You know, instead of blowing your money on video games and, you know, food and experiences and drugs or something, you know, productive, let's you know, blow my entire life savings on whether Bitcoin will go up or down 5% in the next 2 minutes. There we go. Okay. I need a filament. I need like a red. What would that do? You'll do. Your PLA. I saw, yeah, it is horrible. It is basically like, oh man. Society's cooked. Bro, society is so cooked right now. We are so cooked. So cooked. Okay, I gotta load. Battery not charge? Okay. Back. Apparently the mic didn't charge, which means this one will probably die in a bit. Okay, so we're loaded. So last time we did this, we should be okay now. We should be okay now to let this do a long run. So case light, max, export G code, save. So if you're wondering what we're going to try and print, we're going to try and print this guy. We're going to upload and print a gecko. That's going to do that. And now what we have to do is load our printer with filament. So what are we doing today? We are printing micron parts. So what is a micron? It is a printer. LDO Micron. Am I muted? I'm not muted anymore. You can hear me. Only gamble what you're willing to spend on entertainment. Yep. It's like if you played EVE Online, only fly what you're willing to lose. So this is what we're going to start building soon. Okay. We're going to start building a micron. Okay. So what do we have for this build? We have a nice little kit. LDO Motors provided us with a nice little kit. If you are interested in getting an LDO kit for yourself, check them out. I don't have a link directly, but LDO does have a, on their website, they have a link to all their resellers. I don't have any particular preference for any of the resellers because, you know, they're all pretty good. So shop whoever you support in the local region you support and whatnot, and buy some filament or buy a kit from them. Purchase your LDO kits wherever fine LDO products are sold. But anyways, I don't have the whole kit up here because the rest of it's downstairs. I'll bring it up in a minute. But we have our frame. So the frame for this kit, we got the silver frame. So we got these nice silver extrusions here. And then we got to figure out what colors we're doing. So what I'm thinking is basically this, but opposite. Silver frame, LDO sent me over 2 boxes of filament. I'm really digging this hot pink. Like, what pink is this? This is plum pink. I'm really digging this plum pink. Yeah, I think it's space gray is the frame. So we have the space gray frame. I'm thinking instead of these black printed parts, we're gonna go with hot pink or plum pink. And then the accent we might do in black, because they sent me, I have a bunch of spools here of carbon fiber ASA black. We also have purple. I also have purple, and I also have like a really dark blue, I think. Where is it? Yeah, I think this is it, industry blue. I'm doing whatever the kit comes with. Whatever the kit comes with is what we're building. So I don't think the pink and purple would go well. I don't think the pink and purple will vibe well in this. They do also have this color. I do like how they put the weight of the spool on here. Size, diameter, net weight. This is, what is this? This is industry blue, which is like, we might do industry blue. Because this is a black. This is like an extremely dark blue. Maybe that'll do it. Because the other option is like a carbon fiber black or something. Pink and purple, too bright for each other. Yeah. Maybe we'll do the industry blue. Do the industry blue. What does this look like? I've never seen this color before. Oh, it's like a... Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with this, I think. It's not black. It's a very... It's close to black. Let me grab a black. Do I have a black? That's Galaxy Black. Grab a black filament. There we go. Shoot, 1 second here. Yeah, so just to compare it to like actual black filament. So industry blue, and then this is black. So it's like a very, yeah, so we're gonna go with that. We'll use this for the accent color, this for the primary. So that means we got 2 core ones here. I can load up with pink and have them both going at the same time, printing the main color stuff. So, home, filament, unload, home, filament, unload, home, filament, unload. So we're gonna unload the 3 core ones and the core 1L. We've got 2 spools of the purple, or the pink. I just got myself a paper cut. So we'll load up 2 core 1s with pink, and then the core 1L will load up with this, and that way we'll have 3 printers going at the same time. And we can easily just production line this. Sound good? Sound good. There we go. Okay, so we'll start with this guy. So what is everyone up to right now? What's all exciting right now? What's good in the hood? All right, you grab that filament, load it in. Oh, who's that? Andrew Rogers, $10 for the production line fund. Cheers and appreciate it. You are, you know, your ABS, I'm telling you, your ASA. Building a Micron from LDO, nice. You missing the XL? I haven't used the XL because honestly, like, no joke, the last week and a half of my life were a complete write-off. Between being absolutely like dog sick and then the rest of my family being sick. And now we're like picking up the pieces of everyone in the house being sick for a week. I had to run out this morning to do groceries. We hadn't done groceries in a week and a half. We didn't leave the house for a week and a half. So like we went out today to Costco and we had to stock up. So it's like, we don't have anything. We had no milk, no bread, no Eggos, no French fries. We had like nothing. We were like out of inventory in the house of like everything. Actually yeah, it is above freezing. I sent the little guy to school without his snow pants for the first time in like a month. Been watching Pluribus, nice. Pluribus is such a good show that I am so disappointing it's a modern TV show, which means we're gonna wait like 2 flipping years before the next season. That's why I haven't started Severance. I was gonna start watching Severance because I heard such good things about how the second season was going. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll start watching it. And then the second season ended and it's like, yeah, the third season might be out in like 2 years or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm sorry. Is that color correct? Yes. Go. Oh, now we gotta unload this guy. Okay, so this one is a bit annoying because I have a big spool on it. Swap to the little spool holder. That's fair. The worst part of Severance is, yeah, like it's so disappointing. That's why, like, I hate that with new shows. I hate how new shows are like 8 episodes and then a year and a half between them. At least Fallout, they're like trying to rush them pretty quickly. Like the Fallout team is like, yeah, we're trying to get through this show quick. I'm printing airsoft pew pew. Fun. So, part of my internal goal this year is to work through my Steam backlog. And part of that is playing games that I've bought that I've been sitting on. And I finally beat Horizon Zero Dawn. I bought it like on a Steam sale like last year at some point and I didn't realize it. So I beat that. There is no shame in playing a game in story mode. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna go out and say it. There is no shame in beating video games in story mode difficulty. I'm too old for that. My cousin is in Nunavut. I've been in Nunavut. Actually, it was 12 years ago I was in Nunavut right now. Okay, so you're loaded. You're melting. Okay, LDO, where are the printed parts? LDO Micron. I picked up Forbidden West last night and I started playing it. I love the concept. I love minor spoils for like an 8-year-old video game, Horizon Zero Dawn. I love the whole concept of, like, I love how they did the post-apocalyptic setting where it's like, we lost, we got our asses beat, everyone died, the end, start over. And then you're in the start over and, oh shit, it's all breaking again. Oh yeah, I forgot how loud this is. Close that. There you go. Also, F Ted Faro. All my homies hate Ted Faro. The guy's a dick. Oh, are you good? Okay. Yeah, you are good. You're done purging. Yeah, F Ted Faro. All my homies hate Ted Faro. Dude, the game looks so good. I got the remastered upgrade for it, so it looks all nice and pretty. Now I know why they use that game engine for the Death Stranding game. The Decima engine is a pretty solid open world game engine. It's better than the Unreal Engine. Can't stand the Unreal Engine in games. Okay, I'm gonna clean the beds off all of these and re-prime them because I don't know how long it's been since I've cleaned the beds on these printers, and I'm about to start doing mass production of printer parts. So when I'm to the Prusa, yeah, we'll get to it at some point. Everyone asks about the Prusa build, and I say the same thing. There's no manual, and building a printer without a manual when it's only a bunch of videos is really hard to do on a stream. Oh, joy. The best part about isopropyl alcohol is it reminds me of where all the paper cuts on my hand are. Any reason to buy a DIY machine? I just came back to the space and there's been not much innovation happening in 3 years. Oh, there's been tons of innovation, but it's all been incremental stuff. Like, here's the thing. You build your own machine because you want full control over the machine and you want it to do something special. Okay, if all you are trying to get out of 3D printing is printing meme prints or, like, you know, stuff you find on Thingiverse or Printables or Make the World or whatever, you're pretty well served with both modern and closed Core XYs. Let's be honest. Okay, why does the Z on this keep drifting? Why do you keep drifting, Zed? When it came out for PC, Horizon Zero Dawn was in the line for bad performance, especially because Death Stranding was so buttery smooth. Oh, I don't know. I have the like the remaster edition of Zero Dawn on PC. I've got a 5800X, a 3090. And I'm playing at 1440p, and I have everything on high, DLSS on balanced with like FSR frame generation, and it plays buttery smooth. It's buttery smooth and it looks great. What's bigger, drone DIY or printer DIY community? The drone, I'll be honest, as somebody who was pretty keyed into FPV a couple years back, FPV has kind of been a dying hobby, especially DIY drones. FPV and DIY drones has been a dying hobby for a bit now, unfortunately. A lot of the big creators in that field have seen the die-off in terms of, like, you're not seeing really new content creators in FPV drones. You're not. It's still like Josh Bardwell and whatever, and like the guys that have been around since Rotor Riot days, and, you know, Bot Grinder and whatnot. Like, it's still kind of all the same people. The views aren't there anymore. The growth isn't there anymore. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of legislation in countries like the US that have kind of killed a lot of the hobby, unfortunately. And I'm not saying 3D printing is going down the same path, but the independent 3D printing kit building community isn't like what it used to be either. It's kind of nature of the beast as industries mature. Everything kind of gets streamlined and boring. Okay. Loaded. Gotta clean that nozzle off. It kind of sucks, but it's like pretty much every industry as it matures goes through the same thing. And it kind of sucks. Okay. Put a little gloopy gloop on the bed. I've seen the Canuck's Protos FPV, not DIY. Yeah, there's like, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of drone stuff out there. It's kind of funny how like DJI is banned in the US now, but like a bunch of companies that sell drones that are exactly the same as DJI drones, and you've never heard of these companies before, now exist. It's like, Okay, let's put a little something on the beds. Okay. Good old Vision Miner. I put this shit on everything. It is amazing. Put it on all your printer beds. Textured PI bed, Vision Miner. Put that shit on everything, you won't have any problems. Is thinking about an ESP32 base 3D print. Why ESP32? Why not go with something like, you know, a standard flight controller? Like, are you trying to build something that you're gonna fly FPV with like a Taranis controller or something like that? Or are you trying to build something that's like AI powered or whatever? Like, why ESP32? Why not use a pre-made controller that has like everything built in? One of these, not DJI, but totally DJI. Oh, I know, it's hilarious. It is hilarious. Okay, let's download Sold Out. Where is the link to the files? So let's download zip for the Micron. So do we need anything fancy for the Micron? You want to be able to operate off your Wi-Fi network? You're gonna be pretty range limited. Like even like my Mobula 7 with ELRS, I can fly that thing out like half a kilometer. Can you do that on your home network? There's a few LDO specific parts. Are they in here or do I have to go to the LDO page? LDO Micron Plus. Okay. Let's see. Bomb. There's the bomb. There's the wiring. It's pinned in the LDO Discord. I'm not in the LDO Discord, I don't think. Normally they have a thing. This is the wiring. LDO documentation. Usually they have a thing on here. Micron? Huh. There's a section in the GitHub with LDO specific parts. Okay. Printers for ant Micron. CLs. Okay, kit specific parts. Okay, there we go. Extract all. I am hungry. I am starving right now. Dude, like, it has been, like, it is so weird going, like, a week and a half being sick with the flu, and then, like, having your appetite just come back. We're gonna fly just for indoor? Okay. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying you're gonna be... If you're doing it to learn, okay, valid. But, like, especially if you don't plan on actually, like, flying it manually, Like if you're trying to fly it with like a phone app or whatever, I get it. But like, if I'm flying an FPV, I can't even fly a drone looking at it. I have to wear my FPV goggles when flying my drones. I can't like fly it looking at it because I get all effed up with direction and whatnot. I have to like literally put the goggles on and fly it. It's weird. Well, it's the Micron Plus kit, which is a 180. So, like I'm assuming, yeah, so they have stuff for the 180s, and then we have LDO specific parts, kit specific parts for the LDO. So we're good there. 2 utility prints in the Discord for convenience. Okay, you want to print these parts to keep your sanity for mounting the gantry. Special no size drop in nuts for this. Okay. And gantry supports hold horizontal. Oh, I see these. Okay. Normally, I just use zip ties for this part. Okay, so what we will do, I'll start getting the normal parts printed here. We'll start with the normal parts, and we'll go from there. So we have everything loaded. Oh, hey, the green is going. Cool. Okay. I want the learning experience, so we make it to fly with PC or phone. Okay, there you go. Yeah, if you're doing it for a learning experience, that makes sense. Yeah. So let's get started with the standard parts. So we got core 1, high flow. So the ASA balanced, 40% infill, print settings, 4 walls, 5 top, 5 bottom. Or is it your adaptive cubic, my beloved? Dude, I gotta I'm turning the heat off in my garage. It is warm in my garage right now. Okay. So Micron main, STLs. So, I guess we'll start with, oh, I got 2 printers, so 180. Should I start with, you know what, we'll skip the skirts. Skirts are last, we don't care about the skirts. Z chain, there we go. I don't know which chain. Okay, we'll skip that. Z drive, there we go. We'll start with the Z drive, okay. So we need all of that. Actually, shoot, which one does it? I don't think the kit comes with the Galileo Z. LDO Micron. I don't think the kit comes with the Galileo Z. LDO Leviathan, double shear motors, live idlers. Yeah, I don't think that's the Galileo Z. Yeah, these aren't the Galileo Z. Yeah, it's not the Galileo Z. And then what are the specific parts for the LDO parts? Bed mounts. Okay, so that's just electronic stuff. Okay. Okay, so we'll start Z drive. And that. Copy P. There we go. So that's all the Z. And the Z idlers. 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's all accent, live idlers, that's all that. Okay. So that's Z drive, Z idler. Okay. So let me do some affinity stuff here so that the set affinity. There we go. There we go. Okay. Send to connect. Yeah, well, we're using the stock set. Set ready, print now, confirm. How's the purge looking on this? It's gonna be a bit of a problem, but we'll make it work. Okay, so that one is gone to that. Sweet. Okay. So don't you need 2 of most of those? Yeah, that's why there's 2 of everything. There's 4 of these, 2 of these, see? A times 2, A times 2, A times 2, B times 2, main body, yeah. They're all doubled. So yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, see? Okay, so that is the mains for the Z. We'll stick off electronics for now. Frame. Nut adapters. Gantry. We'll do gantry. We'll do Z and gantry. AB drives. Okay. So those are all main color. Okay, 1 of all of those. Okay. Two of those. Good evening. Okay, that should be enough of that. Okay, that plate's loaded. Rotate. There we go. There we go. Okay. So this will go on. Actually, shoot, I gotta cancel. Because this one isn't a high flow nozzle. This one just has, one of my core ones has a hardened nozzle, so it's not high flow. The other one still has a stock nozzle, so it's high flow. And then all the accent parts are gonna be on the core 1L. Slicing away. Is anyone else surprised by the fact that we're already halfway through February? February 17th. Like, it's February 17th. What the hell? Like, what the hell? What the heckle? Another tab. Closer to spring. Yeah, I mean that's good. But still, It's annoying. Time's flying. Still got to do my taxes. Core 1L. There we go. Core 1L. Okay, so now we got to do all the accent parts. So STLs. So Z drive. Okay. All of those. So all of these times 2. I don't think I need the gear. I think the kit comes with metal gears. Let me go grab the kit, because I think the kit comes with metal gears. So if I open up the kit and there's a little snake in there, let me go grab it. Colonel! There we go. Metal gear. Okay. I could have sworn I saw some metal gears in here. That or I'm crazy. Try to a pi 4. Motion. Prime motion. Metal gear. Colonel. Okay, so we do have metal gears. So that means I don't need to print these. Oh. Alright. So 2 of all those are loaded, okay. So I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, I think that's enough on that plate for now. What are these bearing stacks? So I'm gonna have to print those. Live idlers. Bearing stacks. Live idlers. Which ones do I need? Live idlers for XY. Okay. Z is pinned. So do I need these ones, or these ones? Pinned. Idler tooth pulley pinned. Okay, well, okay, I got that then. Yeah, I got idler tooth pulley pinned, these guys. There we go. Wait, so that means I didn't need both these? 1 second. Carrier tooth pulley pinned. So, okay, so I only need this. Okay, so I just need that. 2, 3, 4. There we go. There we go. What are these bearing stacks? Live idlers. Oh, I see. I see. That's if you want to. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. Because I think. Go back to the pictures. Where's the upper Z? Show me the upper Z. Yeah, that's a simpler one. Yeah, I see what okay. Yeah, it's just a basic one. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, back to here. So let's go to gantry. AV drives. Do one accent part there. Double shear mounts. And one of these. There we go. Okay. So, I think that's enough accent parts on this plate. Can we load up some more? Let's load up some more. AV drives, gantry. Idlers. A idler pinned. Okay, so we need the pinned one. And then do we want the one with the accent? Yeah, we want with the accent. That one and that one. And then I think we need two, right? Yeah, two. Control copy, Control 2. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is 40%. Print settings, 4 wall, 5 top, 5 bottom, infill, adaptive cubic, my beloved. There we go. What's the difference between these and these? What is it? A foot mount B. Hula foot. Am I printing double feet? I'm printing more feet than I need. Shit. Do I need, am I doing hula? Do I need hula? I don't think I need these hula feet. I just realized I think I'm printing more feet than I need. Yeah, I don't need these hula feet. Yeah, I don't need the hula feet. That's a waste. Yeah, and I'm printing double. Yeah, I'm printing NEMA 17. Okay, so shit. Do I need NEMA 17s or NEMA 14s? Oh, I could just check the motors. Yeah. Yeah, they're all NEMA 17s. So I don't need NEMA 14s. Okay. So NEMA 14, 14. Okay, what? I'm starting over. I screwed up. I'm starting over. STLs, Z drive. Okay. So, 8-foot mount, I need 2 of those. I need that one. I need 4 of those. And 2 of those. Because I don't need the hula foot mounts, and I don't need the NEMA 14, and I don't need the gear. Okay. So, Control copy, paste. Paste, paste. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's that. Okay. Z idler. Z idler pinned. Control 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Bearing stacks. Okay. So did that. Bearing stacks. Stack pin times 4 and belt clamp. Okay. Go. If I print X, if I'm printing extras, I'm printing extras. What is that? It's the Z idlers. Bearing stack. Or am I? Wait a minute. Problem is I can't see. Here, 1 second. I can't see what's going on. How do I change it to dark mode? Configuration, preferences, dark mode, enable dark mode. Okay. There we go. Oh my god, I can actually see stuff now. Okay, idler bearing stack pinned. Idler bearing stack pinned. Idler bearing stack pinned. Am I printing more of these than I need? I think I am. Yeah, because they're a tooth. Yeah, because we're using tooth. Yeah, so we're good there. Tooth, yeah, because they're using tooth pulleys. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, so that's that. So now we can continue on loading stuff up. So that's the Z idlers. Okay, so now we go to gantry, AV drives, end stop, double shear mounts. Need those two. Okay. Yeah, as long as I don't print less. Like worst case scenario, I just print stuff that I don't end up needing. Idler's front idler cover logo and idler pin times 2. Okay. Copy, control paste. There we go. Gantry, x-axis, Z joints. Do I need the KGLM or the regular one? Do I need the KGLM or the regular one? Those look like the KGLM ones. Those look like the KGLM ones. Are they the regular ones? Oh, you're right, they are regular. No, they got the extra hole there. Yeah, no, you see the extra hole there. Yeah, those. Yeah, those are KGLM, I think. They have that extra hole there, looks like, right there. Yeah, they have the extra hole, so they are KGLM. Okay. There we go. Okay. So it's a Z joint. And stop bumper sensorless or whatever. So I think that's it, because we got that all printed. Z joint printed, X-axis, XY joint. Okay, there's no other, okay. So that is Z drive, Z idlers, and gantry stuff printed. Let's print these two while we're at it. Okay, I think that's enough parts to load up. So we'll get that going now. Yeah, I know the camera wigs out when we slice. Speaking of camera wigging out, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Green Cam is back. Button to connect. And Coral. I love how Coral's still set up as a Core 1 in Prusa Connect. You know it's a Core 1L because I set it up before they actually pushed the profiles public. So now Coral's set up as a Core 1 and the bed is only like half the size, but it doesn't care. Carl! Carl! Yeah, this camera's sensor is fried. Just gotta turn it off. This poor camera sensor is fried. It's like 5 years old. It's been left on for, I wish there was a way to see how much uptime the camera has on it. It'd be very interesting to see how how many hours are on that camera. Okay, so now the fun part. Those two printers are heat soaking. That one's heat soaking. This is doing its thing pretty well, actually. We're 22% in. I'm gonna be very interested to see how the purge works long-term on this, because it's just pooping in a bucket. So let's go through the kit and see what else we got. Let's go through this kit and see what we got. So we got all of our motors. So we got long shaft NEMA 17s for the AB along with that. So that's good there. I didn't do something stupid like print, 1 second here, shoot. Yeah, there's only the one option for the AB. 1, 2, wait. Why are there B upper? Why do I have 4 of these? B drive upper pinned, A drive. Why did I print 4 of these? Oh, because I only needed to print 1 each and I doubled them up because I'm a big genius. Son of a bitch. Oh well. Extras! Print's already started. Oh wait, pinned and what's the difference between pinned and regular? Pinned versus screw for bearing sack? Oh, okay. And I don't know which one we have, so I guess it doesn't really hurt that I printed both. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So what do we got in the box? Let's see what we got in the box. Let's go through all this. So we got our metal gears. Got our metal gears. Yeah, I could exclude object. I'm assuming they're pinned. I don't know if they're pinned or not. I mean, it's not a big deal. LDO uses pinned AB? Okay. So that means I could go to Prusa Connect here. Core 1, 2. And I could cancel the regular one, because we need the pinned ones, right? So I could cancel all these ones. You know what? I'll just let them print, and if I need them, I need them. If I don't, I don't. I'd rather let them go, and then, you know, I'd accidentally overprint parts than underprint parts. So that's some motor kit. Okay, motion. That's our metal gears and everything. Micron Plus electronics 101. So what do we got here? We got a Raspberry Pi, 1 gig of RAM. We got our Omron SSR. We got our Flexi cable. What do we have for a screen on this thing? What screen do they give me? Oh, the TFT43. Very nice. Every time I've used cancel object, it's worked, so. We got our LCP 324D5 power supply. Extruder kit. I smell burning. Why do I smell burning? Something stinks. Is it you? No. Is it you? It's one of these filaments. I think it's one of these pink filaments is a little on the smelly side. What do we got for our extruder here? Oh, we got a bunch of extruder gears. Expansion blocks on 100C chamber material. What do you mean expansion blocks on 100C chamber? I've never done a printer with 100C. I've never built a printer in an oven. So if you're wondering like what I would do, I would buy a printer designed to print in an oven. There's our bed. I think we've opened this kit already. Yeah, because some of this is kind of... What's printing on the VVD? We're printing a chameleon. We're doing a 4-color chameleon. I haven't tested this thing unbabysat yet. So we're kind of letting it do its thing. Although it's kind of... Purge is being a problem because it's just... You know, we have the purge bucket here. It's like... It's just making a pile of poop. Instead of like the purge filling up the bucket, it's just kind of piling on top of each other. It just it's like, you know, when you go to a porta-john at an event and they haven't emptied them and it just keeps piling up. Yeah, that's the problem I'm having right now. What do we got for rails? Ooh, look at all these rails. Fancy rails. When you're a smart dude, you build 65 CRs. It's like your expert opinion. How would you deal with CTE and the Phoenix? Well, the Phoenix guys who are testing the Phoenix are dealing with it. What I did with my Venture XL to deal with the thermal expansion issue was basically I loosened the entire frame. I heated the printer up to operational temperature, let it heat soak for like an hour, and then I tightened the frame up. So essentially, everything is tuned so that the printer runs better when it's hot. That's how I did it on the Phoenix, or on the Venture XL. As for the Phoenix, you'll have to see until when the whole thing gets released, because they're in the documentation phase of it. But essentially, I think they went with expansion joints. I'm not 100% sure how they went about doing it, though. But I'm pretty sure the Phoenix uses expansion joints. But it's not, like, released yet, so I can't really, like, show you guys stuff. So... See, oh, that's actually, maybe that'll work. I mean, the purge pile just keeps getting knocked over, so that's good. Got the porta-johns at the CMP. Oh, yeah. We got cables. Got all our cables in there. We got a we got a tool head board. I think this uses a Nighthawk 36. Where is the Nighthawk 36? Is it in here? Oh, this is the Leviathan. Yeah, here's the Leviathan. We got a Leviathan tool head board in here. Where's the Nighthawk? Is it in electronics? Yeah, there it is. Okay, there's the Nighthawk electronics. Just trying to figure out where everything is. If we do get everything printed, we might start building on Friday, because I want to build this printer. This is a fun printer, and I want to print the printer. And then we got the paperwork with the little tag and everything. That's cool. And then the panels. Cool. And then all of our extrusions, which, you know what, we'll get the extrusions unwrapped right now. Might as well. There we go. Say goodbye to the wife. I muted it on purpose. I was talking to the wife. Do I need to put a big sign up? How much is the kit? I don't know off the top of my head. LDO graciously sent it to me. So, your usual YouTube disclosure, LDO is not monetarily, materially sponsoring this series. Look at all my extrusions. You're printing. You're bed probing. Closed. Yeah, vent's closed. I still gotta do the core. I gotta do the plus upgrades on these still. I gotta do the Core 1 Plus upgrades on both those. I miss my automatic closing of the vents. It's nice. You need to know they've only been printing ABS, so it's not like, you know, the vents have been open much. What hot end are you using? The kit doesn't come with one. We're gonna use a conch because I have one right here. Does it have a heater? Doesn't have a heater. Shit. I'll figure out what hot end we're using at some point. Revo or something. I'll put a Revo in it, maybe. Put a Revo in it. Yeah, I'll just put a Revo in it. I've got a bunch of Revos. We'll just put a Revo in it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just put a Revo in it. I put enough chibi tubes and stuff. You know what? I'll go dig out a V6. We'll put a V6 in it. A good old-fashioned V6. Another small. I like building. Small printers are more fun to build because they don't take up as much room. Nothing is more annoying than like having just shit everywhere. Like here's the entire kit right here. It's nice that everything is right there. Small printers are lame sauce. Hey, if you don't have to compensate, you don't have to compensate. I really wish the screen worked. I gotta hunt down a proper screen that works. Also, I gotta figure out how to stop this from bowing. I gotta put something up there. Extrusion or something. I mean, the poop is still piling up, but not too bad. Okay, let's see here. I wish I had... I need a way of showing off, like, that's printing. So now all the printers are printing. So now we got like 20 minutes left in the stream. Sweet, okay. Smarter choice on the Micron. So the thing with the Micron, you need to get into, how do I phrase this properly in a way? Not all printers need to exist. Some printers are just fun that they exist. And the Micron is one of those printers. Why? Because it's 180 millimeter print volume and it's a $1,000 kit. Or how much does a Micron kit cost? Like, I mean, this is in Canadian. Yeah, $1,170 Canadian, right? How do you change these? The Shopify sites are annoying how you can't just tell it to use American price. Like American dollars, give me American. But anyways, 700 euro, yeah. Like, here's the thing, 180, you can buy 4 or 5 Bamboo A1s, A1 minis for the price of this kit. And you will arguably get more printer, plus hot end, yeah. The thing is though, you're building this because you want to build this, right? You're building this printer because you want to build this printer. That's the kind of, it's a kit. It's a niche kit printer for people who like building printers, right? You build a Micron because you want to build a Micron, not because you need a Micron. You want to build a Micron because you want to build a Micron. I have a 120 Micron. Basically, spending the price of a V2 to build a 120 millimeter printer doesn't make any lick of sense. Sometimes it's just fun. Like, you don't need quad gantry leveling. If you need quad gantry leveling for 120 millimeter bread, what's going on? You build it because you want to build it. That's why you built it. Don't explain, that's tinkering. Yeah. Yeah, we don't do tinkering around here. That tinkering's a banned word. We don't do no tinkering around here. Build it because no government mandated firmware update to be pushed on you without your knowledge. I mean, to be fair, as it is right now, I don't think there's any printers on the market that can be forced a firmware update. I know a bunch of people have been asking me, like, how come I, you know, what are my thoughts on, because everyone else has done a video on the whole Washington state thing. One, that's an American problem. You Americans got to sort your shit out. You got a lot of fucked up shit going on down there. That's the least of your worries, but it's an American problem. People get angry when I talk about American problems. It's an American problem. Sort your shit out. So that's why I haven't done a video on it. But two, that is such an open-ended law. The law they're trying to push is such a it is vague posting personified. It is such an overarching, open-ended thing that they're trying to push through that the odds of it actually gaining any traction and like being made an actual law is like infinitesimally small because it is so over-encompassing. Any lawyer, once they get their hands on that document, be like, this is way too vague. This is way too open-ended. Like, this basically rules out any form of manufacturing. Like, it is such a bullshit like thing and yes, end of the world if it goes through for the people that those laws apply to. But it's like, unless you want to stop people going down the black pipe aisle at Home Depot and getting a 1/2-inch ID pipe and a cap and a nail, you're not going to stop people from doing stuff like that. Like, go watch Joel's video. It's probably one of the better ones on the topic. If you want, like, because he's in Seattle and it does directly affect him. But it is such an, you can't really make a law like that. You can't, enforcing that would be an absolute nightmare. There's tens of thousands and maybe 100,000 plus 3D printers in the market in those states alone. You're suddenly gonna, I mean, I live in Canada where the RCMP randomly decided that I'm a federal criminal one morning just because they reclassified a gun, but whatever. It is such, it's like, let's try and make a law to make a law so we get brownie points. It's never, they're coming for CNC. They can't, that's the thing. These are technologies, like, okay, cool, they come for CNC. What about Bridgeports? Like, it is such an open-ended thing. And then how do you, okay, everything that's computer numerical control. Okay, what about my RC car, right? You know, 3D printing pens. Guess what? You ever see the Something Awful forum post where a guy bent a shovel and turn it into an AK lower receiver? You can make an AR lower receiver out of wood. You can do it. There's not a lot of forces on an AR lower. I've seen people make freaking Lego AR lowers. It's not hard. It is not hard to make something that holds some components in a certain arrangement within rough tolerances so that they can make a hammer fall. Because, you know, the gun is only one part of the gun. It is such an, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's about being able to put anyone in prison. I mean, in America, they already do that if you're brown, so. Oh, you have a slight accent. Off to the ICE facility you go. Oh, you have documents? Oh, well, no. We don't believe they're real. Again, you got bigger problems going on down there. Oh, we're on to blue now. Here, I'll take a picture and show you what's going on with the, what I mean about the poop bucket situation on this. Like, luckily it's not sticking to anything because of sock. But yeah, those state laws are, they're just way too open-ended for it to actually, because it's like you have to propose the law, which they propose the law, but then it has to go through committee, and then it has to be adopted, and then it has to be ratified, and then it has to be signed into law, and then the law has to be enforced. There are so many steps along the way where this law will just, somebody will wake up and go, this is such an open-ended thing. There's no way to, how do you enforce this, right? It's like trying to make, you know, it's America. You don't do gun legislation in America. Yeehaw, cowboy. So yeah, it is, yeah, this is what I mean about the poop pile. So it's just all building up in one little area. I was hoping it would like kind of fall and move around. It's just building up in that one little area. So it's a little annoying, so we gotta figure that out. About being able to add on charges when they bust you for something else. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I seen a thing. Apparently, like Anthropic, which is Claude, that AI, they like licensed Claude to the U.S. government, and then they found out the U.S. government was using it for like military planning to get people killed, and like because of Claude, people died during the Maduro raid. And like Anthropic's like, bro, no, and the government's like, no safeguards, and I'm like, what the hell is going on in the world right now? Bucket needs a slope. Yeah. Yeah, the blob of fire. I might do the gooseneck one where it prints onto like the silicon conveyor belt, because then it makes these nice little thin things. Because the whole point of this printer, by the way, this printer isn't going to be doing a lot of multicolor prints. This is mostly for like the odd dual color print, or like something where I want to make like a two-tone thing, like a, you know, a fan shroud or whatever, or filament rollover. If I'm going to be doing big prints with lots of color changes, I'm going to use my Prusa XL. So I want anything to be internal, because I don't want a hole in the side to lose hot air out of, because I want to be able, this is for when I need to do multicolor in ABS, which I don't need to do often, but it's nice to have the ability. So So it's not like I need a system that can handle a ton of poop. It just has to be able to handle like the poop from one print reliably. We're just speedrunning the Fall of Man, and the thing is, dude, it is funny. I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, right, over the weekend, and you come across like an audio log in like the research facility where they're trying to make the thing to prevent the world from ending, or at least restart the world after it ends because they screwed up and the killer robots got out because, hey, let's design killer robots that have no backdoor so they can't be hacked, right? That won't bite us in the ass. And then also, because they're combat robots, let's give them the ability to fix themselves and build replacement models. That won't bite us in the ass. And then also, let's give them the ability to convert biomatter into fuel, so that way if the supply lines get cut off, they can make their own fuel out of biomatter. That won't bite us in the ass. Oh no, all three things happened at once and now they're biting in the ass and the world's over. And then like somebody leaves an audio log, it's like, you would think with all of our media over the decades and centuries about like, don't make the machine that kills humanity, that we would learn not to make the machine that ends humanity. Yet here we are, we've made the machine that's ended humanity. Go humans. But those short-term profits, Yeah, it was funny coming across that log in the game. How do we fix this? We can't. Well, upload a file through the back door and update the firmware. You can't. You told us not to put a back door in. Yeah, I'm in Washington, the bill and DOA. Yeah, plus it's gonna like come into contact, like it's gonna violate a bunch of amendment stuff. Yeah, Durdackle. Yeah, dude, I just beat Zero Dawn and now I'm playing Forbidden West. Fuck Ted Faro. That guy is evil. I don't know what happened to him. I hope I found out what happens. I hope I can stab him in Forbidden West. Because he kind of just got away with it. Last I knew, he's in like some rich person bunker, but that was like 1,000 years ago. But yeah, F Ted Faro. That guy is like, in terms of like evil people in video games, you don't encounter him ever in the first game. I hope I find him in the second game so I can stab him. The most evil person in a video game ever. Just the most evil, narcissistic, psychopathic person ever. I'm playing through Forbidden West right now. I just activated Gaia for the first time, so. You will find out what, good. Good. I want to drop like an asteroid on him. Or you know, the average billionaire. You don't become a billionaire by being a nice person. I'm a firm believer that being a billionaire is a mental issue. Because I don't know about you, if suddenly I had $1 billion, one, I wouldn't try to get $2 billion. I would enjoy my $1 billion. And two, I would use it to help people. Because I'm a nice person. When you hear about stories where it's like, oh, kid can't graduate or kicked out of school because of lunch debt. And then you find out lunch debt is a thing. And you're like, what the heck? It's like, oh, we could solve world hunger for like $20 billion. And there's several people with $200 billion and we still have world hunger. Yeah, it's a mental problem. It's a mental problem. I just want to say the game looks really good. Like the actual animations, like the player animations in the Horizon games are amazing. Aloy is awesome. If anything happens to Aloy, I love her character. She is so chirpy at times, and I love it. This print is actually going real good. I wish I had a camera on this printer. I need to put a camera on this printer. Every non-billionaire says that. I know. What time are we at? We got 1:36. We got 25 minutes left. The Far Zenith people. Yeah, I mean, I just ran into them for the first time, and yeah, they... use a Prusa camera. I could. Oh shoot, where is it? Are you in that one? Are you in this one? Am I missing a Prusa camera? Oh, here it is. Do I have a USB-C power supply? I could just take my extra Prusa camera I have here and just kind of... I need a USB-C power supply. Do I have a USB-C power supply out here? I gotta have a USB-C brick somewhere. Aha! Oh no, this won't work because then I gotta kind of activate it through Prusa Connect. I gotta put that back in the printer anyways. Ashley Birch. I know, it's Ashley. As somebody who grew up with early internets, like early YouTube, it is funny. Like, it's Ashley Birch. Her and her brother did like comedy skits way back in the early days of like internet celebrity. So the fact that she does like voice acting now and whatnot. I'm older than her? How am I older than her? I thought she was older than me. Yeah, hey Ash, what you playing? Yeah, the hey Ash, what you playing stuff from like way back in the day. Yeah, she has a bunch of voice acting. What is a stealth changer? It's been out of the loop for a while. It's on the ground. We're gotta get back to it. We stopped working on the stealth changer for a bit so we can get this online. And now that this is online, we're gonna start the Micron build and hopefully wrap up the stealth changer build as well. So, hello from Sweden. Hello. I don't know any Swedish. I spent a weekend in your country. It was cool. It was in the March, so it wasn't that actual cold out. It was nice. I'm just hoping this print finishes successfully because I haven't actually finished a print unbabysat yet on this thing. So we're just kind of hoping. I know I met you there. Oh, well, hello. Either you work for Bondtech or you showed up for the open house. They just actually put out Bondtech put out a thing today. I haven't actually looked at it yet. What was this? You asked, we delivered. Together with Duet, we're proud to introduce the new integrated induction module for Index. Easy to use, smarter than ever before, simple to install, high performance induction control, effortless to maintain, meet the Bondtech PCB. So is this, I don't know what this is. This is like, one second, I'm gonna call. Is this the controller board for the Index heater? So does this mean you'd be able to use like that on a non-Index system or something? Andy, the SLS guy. Oh, hello. Bruce also did a video. Yeah, I think you're gonna start seeing, like, I think the Index systems are, like, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's cool that Duet worked with them. Bunch of new Orca Slicer stuff. Happy Hair Filament Sync support. Oh, that's cool. So you can, it will automatically sync the filament with it. Look at that little happy turtle. Bug fixes. Nice. A lot of people. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you're like, hey, we developed this cool technology for 3D printing, and instead of being dicks about it, we'll just, you know, we're going to patent it because we don't want everyone to copy it, obviously. But, you know, we're willing to work with you for a reasonable rate. And people are like, oh, hey, reasonable rate. Let's work together. Hey, oh my God. Shocking. Instead of like, no, we're going to lock it down and it's only us. Patents the way they were intended. Yep. Like, don't get me wrong. If you spend the time and money to develop a emerging new technology and bring it to market, you do deserve the right to make first profit off and everything. The problem is when you basically now control the market and you now control a monopoly. It'd be nice if there was a way to like force competitiveness somehow, like equal viable competitiveness, where it's like, you know, you have to have a licensing fee that is not unrealistically exorbitant or whatever, and like you still maintain control over it, so you can't just like license it and then take it over. Like, the problem is it is what it is. So I was looking at the prices. They increased the price from 150 to 350. I think the prices remain the same. It's the price, if I remember correctly, it was always like 150 for the tool head and then like $30 a unit. So if you're seeing a 350 price, that might be like a bundle price. Because it was always like X price for the tool head and then Y price for the hot ends, essentially. I got a XL versus index, so yeah, so there's a price drop on the index, or on the XL. Okay, so what's the difference between XL and index? So they're both tool changers, but one's active versus passive. Yeah, like you will always have more capabilities with I guess they're calling it an active tool changer, which I kind of like that name, the active versus passive. With it being active, you have full control over all the tools at all time. So you can do things like preheat, which you can't do with index. So it is going to be faster, and there's going to be like more modularity. So plus, you know, silicone, you can print with silicone, vacuum nozzle, electromagnet, yeah. What's the price drop? Did they drop the price on it? I thought they dropped the price on it. Where is USD? So 5 tool. I think they dropped the price. Was it like 4,500? I think it was like, was it 4,500 for the 5 tool? I think they did drop the price a bit. And that includes your import duties. Oh yeah, the XL was never cheap. The XL was never cheap. Yeah, the U1, honestly, the Snapmaker U1 makes more sense for more people. It is a much more economical option. And the majority of people, if this is like the kind of multicolor printing you're doing, the U1 makes a lot more sense. If you're printing, you know, like when I was printing parts for the Gundam, let me see here. Like when I was printing parts for the Gundam, the XL was super awesome for that, because I was doing like, here, like when I was printing these massive parts out of CFPETG with PLA supports, this is where the XL shone. Like this is the kind of work the XL just is amazing at. Printing large parts with support material, no waste, no purge. Like this is where the XL shines. But this is obviously not the kind of use your average person's going to use it for. It's also the first like major tool changer on the market. So it does have early installment wonkiness to it. Like personally, I've had no issues with mine. Mine has been a very solid machine, a very reliable machine. But I got one like a year or so after they were released. So it's had, you know, a bit of time to mature software-wise and development-wise. But like, I haven't had any real functionality issues with mine at all. And I've got thousands of hours on it with thousands and thousands and thousands of tool changes. So yeah, it is definitely an XL2 would be really cool to see. Michael had problems with his. Who's Michael? Is that Teaching Tech? So, I don't know. Teaching Tech, yeah. It's because he's in Australia. The printer doesn't work as well upside down. It is what it is. Oh, that's printing. I keep forgetting. It is hilarious. I have this printer behind me printing, and then I got the 3 Core 1s. Well, 2 Core 1s and a Core 1L. I can't hear the Core 1s. I hear this, though. I don't hear these printers, but I hear this printer. Like the Core 1, it is... Ever tell you I do not like curtain air cooling on 3D printers? I like my more reliable. I'm a little worried about that drag chain getting caught. You guys can see what I'm talking about, eh? Can you see that? We got the loop, and then we got the drag chain, and I'm a little worried about the umbilical getting caught in that drag chain when it comes out. Let me see. Okay, we're okay. Yeah, it's not really catching. Like, I'm a little worried, but I don't think it's too bad of a deal. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. Hopefully. I thought that's why Prusa hired Nomad for his upside down printing expertise. Well, to be fair, Printed Solid hired him, not Prusa. But I don't know how that whole arrangement is now. You know what really annoys me? There's a few creators out there that I've kind of stopped following them because everything they post reads like an ad now. Like, it gets really annoying when like content creators that you follow, everything they start posting just starts reading like an ad read. Stealth hop register setting are set well on the Prusa. Yeah. Oh yeah, Prusas are just like if you came up to me like you need to buy 20 printers for a print farm right now. One, I'd be broke because I don't have the budget for that. But if somebody came up to me and said, we're going to give you 20 printers for a print farm, that would go with Prusas. They use AI for the scripts. That's one of the reasons I hate AI. AI for content creation and script writing, it's because it always goes to like the middle ground. It always like, it averages everything out and it rounds off all the edges and there's no soul to it. So. Joel did, yeah, Joel has a Prusa print farm and he really likes it. I've been in a couple print farms. Prusa print farms are the only ones where you can actually have a conversation. Pantheon print farm. I'll be honest, Pantheon's actually a pretty quiet machine. This is a pretty quiet machine. if you have it on a firm foundation. This machine is surprisingly quiet when you have it on a firm foundation. The problem is it makes everything move around it. Also, this printer right here costs more than every other printer in this room combined, so I would hope so. Although it's actually like out of date now. They've got like 2 new revisions of the machine. I think this is like an earlier version of the H3 too, because they're on the HS Pro now. Okay, we are going to be doing the giveaway in like 7 minutes. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hey, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. Next week, we're going to be doing a channel member stream, and then also next Friday, don't forget, the last Friday of every month, we do a community print and chill stream. So join the Discord if you haven't joined the Discord. In the Discord, there is a channel called Look What I Printed. Post something in here, something you printed that you either haven't shown off before or you did it in the last month that you just want to show off. Because the last Friday of every month, we go through this channel on the Discord and we see everything people have posted in the past month. And it's a way to get, see what people are working on, share projects, share ideas, get the juices flowing, and hopefully you can dust off your printer and actually use it for something other than printing another damn benchy. So that's the whole point of this channel, is to show off stuff you've been working on. So go join the Discord, post something in this channel if you haven't yet. Pantheon raised the price of the HS3, so it's worth even more now. Damn. Well, I mean, they're a Canadian company mostly selling into the US, so tariffs and duties and all that probably have a thing. My boss says I have to do more streams outside of business hours. The problem is I do the streams when I do them because that's when I have time. Because I'm Mr. Dad. My wife works. I'm a stay-at-home dad, basically, to take care of my son. So I can only stream when I can stream, which is basically mornings during the week, or at night after he goes to bed. So Swedish meatballs are the best. Dude, I can go for some Swedish meatballs. I am starving right now. I haven't had anything since breakfast because we had to go to Costco this morning. So I had like a quick McDonald's breakfast at like 8:30 this morning. And now I'm hungry because I haven't had anything to eat since then. Random question, do you ever do anything with RepRap firmware? I used to. My first Voron V2 ran RepRap firmware on a Duet for years. It's honestly, I wish more printers used RepRap. With the current crop of printers with Clipper being the firmware on the printers, and unfortunately my kind of inherent distrust of, hey, let's put a random forked version of Clipper on this printer. What's in that forked version of Clipper? I don't know. Where is it pulling updates from? I don't know. How are the security? How's the network security on that? That's pulling updates from who knows where? I don't know. Let's connect it to my home network and give it credentials. So I kind of wish more printers actually ran RepRap firmware because it's actually a really nice environment. I think RepRap is like a very good middle ground between like it just works nature of like firmwares like Marlin and whatnot, where it's very well baked firmware. It's hard to F it up. You can still go in and change stuff easily without having to recompile and all that. You still get network connectivity. The big thing that I think holds back RepRap is the lack of webcam support. I think if Duet had a board that ran RepRap firmware that you could just plug in a webcam to and it just worked, I think you would see more printers using RepRap firmware nowadays, especially with the fact that, to run Clipper, you need a Linux SoC. So you need a controller board plus something to run Linux, okay? Because Clipper runs Linux. So you need to have a Linux computer essentially on your printer. So it'd be nice if you could just have a one board solution that did everything. But the problem with RepRap, there's no native webcam support. You have to use an IP camera. And as we know from like Prusa's, people don't like doing that. So yeah, it is what it is. That's why people are like, how come Prusas don't have cameras? It's because Prusas haven't decided to put a massive security hole in their printers by throwing a Linux computer on them. Why do you think Bamboo doesn't do the X1 series anymore? They stopped making X1 printers because they realized people could hack them and do what they wanted with the machines. You notice how every other, Bamboo printer after that doesn't have a Linux SoC on it, unless they do with the H2 series and they really locked it down. Because like open source firmware on Bamboo machines died with the X1. They locked that shit down hard after that. Yeah, you can pull in an IP cam webcam into Duet Web Control. You've been able to do that for years. It's just annoying to deal with. Just annoying to deal with. So, like Prusa, I get. For them to do plug and play webcams, they would basically have to change their entire back end of how all their printers operate to now run basically a Linux SoC. There's a reason the Bamboo webcams are like crap in terms of frame rate. Is because they're running like ESP32 modules essentially. They're running basically ESP32 cams and pulling the feed in. So yeah, and especially now, like, Valve is like, hey, good luck buying a Steam Deck. We can't even build Steam Decks anymore because of RAM shortages. Like, Steam Decks have been out of stock for a while now. And they put a thing on their website like, yeah, we can't get the RAM to make this shit. Good luck buying a Steam box or whatever they're going to call it. Like, it's ridiculous. All because of, shitty Gen AI. Man yells at computer. Ah. Yeah, it's funny. We had the shortage. So we had the COVID shortage where nobody could get a Pi because they couldn't make them. And now everything's just stupid expensive. Am I going to do some pretty pink ABS on the Pantheon? I mean, it's printing on the Core ones. The Pantheon, I don't really use this to print normal ABS too much. This machine is when I print like PPS or high temp nylons or any of the really Gucci stuff. That's what this machine is for. BTT or Mellow? I've had better luck with BTT products over the years. So, $3,000 Pi. Dude, it is so annoying to like, I want to get a CM5 to mess around with because I have like a 5-inch touchscreen that you can plug like the CM modules in. And it's like, I don't want to spend like $120 on a basic bitch CM5 that I can't really do anything with. Okay, let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. If you did not enter, you will have another chance on Friday. So let's do this because I got to go get the little guy from school. Save. Load up marbles. 90 bucks for a Pi 5 8 gig. Ooh, nice. I mean, this is coming along pretty good. I will say, like, the VVD, the Big Tree Tech VVD is actually going pretty reliably right now. I need to get a bunch of prints on this so I can make a video on this. Because the thing is, it's like doing a video on the VVD is kind of hard to do. Because it's like when you're reviewing like the Bamboo with an AMS, it's a whole system. This is the VVD. So if anything happens from here down, it has nothing to do with the VVD, right? Like, oh, my purge jammed up. Well, that has nothing to do with the VVD. Oh, the filament cutter stopped working. That has nothing to do with the VVD. So it's like, how do you review this, but only talk about this? Why is there a stupid update for freaking marbles? we good now? Stupid things stop charging. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, how this works is if you win, you get a free spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball and your ball wins, you get a free hat. Who is this? Steve Clark. If you win, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament from Polymaker. Good luck. Remember, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button, ring the bell, and are subscribed to the channel, it will actually grease your ball up and make it go even faster. Unless you're like these folks here who are like falling off already. Or is this one of those maps where it's like whoever launches the farthest wins? I don't know. But some people are falling to their death already, so. Oh no, there's a big red ball! Who did I pick to win again? Like Steve Clark or something? You think I would remember that? I should probably remember who wins, or who I picked. Must go faster. Must go faster. Go, Martin! Go, Potato! Come on. Come on. You gotta get the momentum going there. Come on. Come on. You got this. Ooh, here we go. We got a bunch of jumps. Got a bunch of jumps now. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's whoever goes the furthest. So it's not a race. It's whoever goes the furthest. So we got to let everyone launch and see who goes the furthest. As of right now, it's Martin. Oh, Dark Eons. Oh. Michael Ralph. C-Square. Ah, that is a ghost. Lost Ink is a ghost. Don't worry. So Michael is in the lead right now. Michael might have it, unless Edmund, nope. Oh, Tom Rich. Boop. Yeah, we might have a winner here. Tom Rich, 1502. There's a few people stuck, I think. Come on, Chris. Chris Blake, you're holding everything up. There we go. Tom Rich. Tom Rich. Congratulations, Tom Rich. Tom Rich. There you go. Okay, Tom, so you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. Golf claps in chat, everyone. Golf claps in chat. Okay, so that was a fun little prep stream today. So this was part 0 of the Micron build. We got the parts of printing now. So if I get all the parts printed, we might start the build series on Friday. If not, we'll probably flip-flop between Micron build and Stealth Changer final, because we got to finish wiring up the Stealth Changer. We might have to CAD some parts for that. I can't remember exactly where we left off on that. I think we got to figure out how we're mounting the umbilicals or something like that. And then also I'm going to keep testing this. Hopefully it seems pretty reliable so far. Except for that. Sometimes it's not winding up. Not every time, but sometimes. I got to figure out why it's doing that. So yeah, so we'll call it there. Shout out to LDO Motors for providing the kit used for this build series. If you are interested in getting a Micron kit for yourself or any other fine LDO product, you can purchase wherever fine LDO products are sold. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool filament we'll give away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. Some of them, like the Gamer Subs link, use code Canuck, save some money. The rest, affiliate links, don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. And for those that donate to the channel, give to membership subs, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'm Taylor, Canuck Creator. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. And I will see you in the future. Good night.